Why China holds the upper hand in the trade war with Trump. The trade war between China and the United States, initiated under former President Donald Trump, has been one of the defining geopolitical and economic conflicts of recent years. While the US believed that imposing tariffs and other measures would force China to alter its trade practices, China has consistently shown resilience and even strength throughout the conflict. This article explores the reasons why China holds the upper hand in the trade war with Trump and how its strategies and advantages have played a crucial role in this ongoing economic struggle. Number 1. China's dominance in manufacturing. China's manufacturing power is one of its most significant advantages in the trade war with the US. As the world's largest manufacturer, China produces a vast array of goods, from electronics to textiles and everything in between. This massive manufacturing base means that China can quickly adapt to trade challenges, adjusting production to meet both domestic and global demand. Even as the US imposes tariffs, China's ability to maintain high levels of production ensures that it can continue to supply products to global markets. This manufacturing dominance provides China with the flexibility to weather tariffs better than the US, which is more dependent on Chinese goods than vice versa. Number 2. China's ability to adapt and innovate. China's ability to adapt to challenges quickly and innovate has been key to its success in the trade war. Despite US tariffs targeting many of its industries, China has invested heavily in research and development, particularly in high-tech sectors such as artificial intelligence, telecommunications, and renewable energy. Companies like Huawei and Alibaba are prime examples of China's growing technological prowess. By increasing its focus on technological innovation and self-sufficiency, China is making itself less reliant on the US and other Western countries for key components and technology, giving it a strategic advantage. Number 3. Control over the global supply chain. China plays a central role in global supply chains, making it nearly impossible for the US to fully decouple from Chinese manufacturing without facing significant disruptions. Chinese factories produce key components for industries ranging from electronics to automotive, and any disruption in Chinese production can lead to shortages and delays worldwide. The US cannot simply replace China as a supplier without incurring significant costs, making it difficult for the Trump administration to pressure China through tariffs alone. China's leverage over global supply chains gives it significant bargaining power in the trade war. Number 4. The strength of China's domestic market. China's vast domestic consumer market has been a critical factor in its ability to withstand the trade war with the US. With over 1.4 billion people, China has the world's largest consumer market, which provides a built-in buffer against trade disruptions. Even as the US imposes tariffs on Chinese exports, China's growing middle class continues to drive domestic consumption, helping to sustain economic growth. As China shifts from an export-driven economy to one that relies more on domestic consumption, the country becomes less vulnerable to external pressures, including those imposed by the US during the trade war. Number 5. Long-term strategic planning. One of China's most significant advantages in the trade war is its ability to think long-term. Unlike the US, where political pressures often demand short-term results, China's leadership has a history of taking a long-term approach to economic and geopolitical challenges. China's government has committed to steadily increasing investments in key areas such as infrastructure, technology, and innovation, all of which are designed to strengthen the country's global economic position. This long-term strategy allows China to endure short-term pain from tariffs and trade disruptions while still pushing forward on its larger economic goals. Number 6. Financial reserves and currency flexibility. China's enormous foreign exchange reserves gives it significant financial flexibility in times of economic stress. These reserves provide China with the ability to stabilize its economy in the face of trade challenges, such as those caused by tariffs. Moreover, China's government has control over the value of its currency, the yuan. By adjusting the yuan's value, China can offset the impact of U.S. tariffs, making its exports cheaper and more competitive. This currency management tool provides China with an additional lever to pull during the trade war, enabling it to protect its economy and maintain its competitive edge. Number 7. The Belt and Road Initiative. The Belt and Road Initiative is another factor that gives China the upper hand in the trade war. By investing in infrastructure and trade routes across Asia, Africa, and Europe, China is building a global network of economic partners that is less dependent on the US and Western countries. Through BRI, China is establishing alternative trading routes, bypassing the need for US-centric markets. This global economic expansion ensures that China is not overly reliant on the US market and can continue to grow its economy through other trade relationships, mitigating the impact of the trade war. Number 8. Political stability and unified leadership. China benefits from a highly centralized political system which enables swift decision-making and the ability to implement policies effectively. The Chinese government's unified leadership allows for long-term economic planning and quick responses to external challenges, such as the trade war. In contrast, the US faces more political gridlock, with disagreements between the executive branch, Congress, and other institutions often slowing down decision-making. This political stability gives China an advantage in navigating the complexities of the trade war and pursuing its economic goals with fewer obstacles. In conclusion, China's combination of manufacturing strength, adaptability, political stability, and long-term strategic planning has given it a significant upper hand in the trade war with the US. While the US attempted to use tariffs and economic pressure to force China to change its trade practices, China's resilience and global influence have allowed it to navigate these challenges effectively. With its growing technological capabilities, vast domestic market, and increasing global alliances, China is well positioned to emerge from the trade war not only unscathed but also stronger, solidifying its place as a global economic powerhouse.